What's up, guys? Arctic here. Today I'm talking about VoD and game planning. Obviously, VoD has become a big part of MLG and obviously YouTube and just game battles in general. But today I'm going to talk about how you can use it effectively. Number one is recording your personal gameplay. One of the reasons that I record my personal gameplay and put it on YouTube and some other places is because I'm frequently looking at my own video and seeing, how I can improve, and I like getting feedback from other players, whether it be negative or positive. It's also a great way for other teams to kind of see what I'm doing, and if they mimic that, I'm able to see how my play looks from my perspective. So if someone else happens to play me that watches my videos, or they play positions similar to me, I kind of get an idea of what it looks like. But it's a great way to change your play style, learn from your mistakes, and try out different positions and see how they effectively work, where you're getting crossed or how you're dying in specific areas. Great for that. Watching VoD of opponents is obviously really big in MLG. Some of the things to look for and how you can improve in the VoD is increasing your awareness. Obviously, that includes like positions on the map, your overall knowledge of the game. When you know the other team's positions, it's a lot easier to call out to your teammates where they're located. As far as knowledge of the game, it's just like learning how the flow of the game works, and all that kind of mixes into awareness. It's the biggest thing is probably identifying players' weaknesses and teams' weaknesses. How they die, where they die, what's their best map, what's their weakest map. All these things kind of fall into that category, and it's effectively used when you select a specific game type or map at live events, so you can increase your chances of winning. It's also a great way to learn new strats, whether you copy someone's strats directly and try to improve upon it, or you take pieces of different team strats and then implement it into your own. It's a great way to learn new strats. It's also a great way to learn different techniques that other teams may be doing, whether it be a certain strafe, a position on the map that you didn't know about, anything that you learned from another person's gameplay that you can incorporate into your own is great. Lastly, it's a great way to break down brackets. When you break down brackets, it's becomes a thing where if you have an extensive knowledge of another team or several teams, it becomes easier to break down a bracket, and watching VoD really helps that, because you can kind of pit who you think will win against another opponent for a specific matchup, and then if you get matched up against that opponent, then you kind of know what to do. It's probably one of the biggest reasons we have so many scrims against so many different teams, is because we love to see variety. Usually when you see a lot of scrims teams that just scrim the same teams over and over and over and over again, and it doesn't really expand on their knowledge necessarily of the game when they just see the same things over and over again. So that's one of the reasons that we do that, and it helps us break down the brackets so we can incorporate strategies for various teams. The last thing is just to execute. When you put together a game plan, whether it be based off of VoD or just based off of your own strats and scrims, you need to execute, and the best way to do that is to practice. So this is Arctic, out.